Hey everybody, it's Tafony here once again. Hope you are doing well today. I'm rambling about something a little bit different. It's going to be not the usual format today. I am back in the old desk for once because I need the space for this little case that we are taking to my first live performance at the Vancouver Modular Synth Meetup. We were doing a 12-minute set, and I thought it'd be fun to just kind of put the case together on camera, basically, maybe talk about why I picked what I did and what I plan to do and what my thoughts are, etc. So, yeah, I don't want to say I'm milking this for content, but maybe I'll enjoy doing it for other reasons. No, it should be probably more informative than most videos usually are, actually. I know lots of people complain about them being only about specific modules, so here's about a whole case for you. Hopefully you like that. But anyway, let's go through the case first. ALM 6U52HP case. I have a whole video on it if you want all the little specifics on it or every piece of detail, but basically it's just nice, small, really portable. I was considering bringing the IntelliGel 104 palette, which is probably a more portable case for me, but it is full of what I call my Eurorack incarnation of an Octatrack, so might be a better candidate. I have the case and everything, but this will be better for this. Usually what's in here is the WMD Metron, which I really like that sequencer, but I don't know it half as well as I know the Hermod. Not that I know the Hermod super well, but it's just like I feel a lot more comfortable with the Hermod, and I might even have the possibility to be spontaneous on it, so I picked that for that reason, but also because, or maybe also I need to just say out front, I was thinking about as well, Hermod just released a new update, and I was like, okay, this video will be updating the Hermod, talking about how I use it, considering a live performance on it and everything else, but I actually decided instead for simplicity, or so that nothing changes, so that everything is familiar on Costco folding table probably, that I wouldn't change anything because I just want to be super familiar, and then maybe when I'm done tomorrow night I can update to the new version. And yeah, so maybe we'll go through module by module. Hermod Plus, my favorite sequencer in the rack at least, and it's also probably the most compact of all my sequencers, but also 8 outputs, so it's awesome. Sauvage Engineering Begar, I'm probably mispronouncing that, but 3-channel stereo mixer. I'm actually only using 2 of them here, but it has a little bit of compression and overdrive options, which I thought would be really fun. Sauvage stuff just looks rad, and I want to kind of have it on the case, so if I'm picking a mixer, then I might as well pick that one. I haven't been using it as much in my main case because the Vortices usually runs into the Ghost, but I don't have Vortices in this, obviously, so Sauvage, Begar, into Endorphin's Ghost. Now, in the very end of my usual chain on the portable cases is the WMD Overseer, which I think we've got covered in the Ghost filter, and the Modbat Performer, which we're not going to have any of those glitch effects, but we do have the compressor, we do have some distortion options that are probably better than the ones on the Performer, but also reverb and delay and some of that stuff, so I'm probably going to tap tempo this one too. Actually, you know what, I'm not even using my clock for anything. Maybe I should clock. Let's clock the Ghost. Yeah. We're not using clock for anything else, apparently. I just noticed that. Okay, clock's going in. So, I feel like this cable might not be the best choice, but that's okay. I kind of like the small size, just looking like this, like crazy whack of wires. I also have this like Eurorack snake, I call it. That's just like a 8 long cables with a bunch of cable ties that comes out of here and into there. It probably looks like crap. If I can also make a random one-off, and I know this is called rambling about for a reason, don't masking tape your cables like I did, because they just get nasty and they don't stay. Because I used to use that, or when I first started, I masking taped a bunch of things to help me identify which was which, and they just like don't stay. They just like get nasty and gunky and full of cat hair in my case. But anyway, my literal case. And then, so I originally wanted to do the 2 ALA knits, but I am having problems with one of them, and then I was trying to compensate by putting a different voice in alongside the 2 of them. I thought that having 2 plates would basically be a nice easy to tune to voice thing, and then trying to noodle with it, having problems with it. I just like don't have the confidence in the modules, and I have no shortage of lack of confidence going into this show that I'm actually pretty nervous for. So I just figured, like, let's take the simplest, most straightforward full voice that I can think of, and that would be the Surface. And that's no rag on the Surface. I think Surface is awesome. And much, for its simplicity too. So yeah, I also think it is like really nice range of stuff. So I think we can use it as like a drum voice if we want to, or a synth voice if we want to as well. So yeah, that'll be good, I think. I'm hoping, so the set's 12 minutes. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm kind of thinking like that will basically amount to one really long song that I'm going to try and vary to the extremes, if that makes sense. Because I think I've seen techno sets where people stretch one loop to, half an hour or something. I'm just hoping if we do enough variations, we can stretch one basic, one tempo and one quote unquote idea to that 12 minutes. So I was also thinking of just doing this on stage too, but I'm kind of you know what, let's prepare in some way. But what I'm also thinking for the drum voice, I picked the LXR drum by Erickson's Sonic Potions because it has lots of voices, and you can appreciate this or not, but the presets on board will make big transitions really easy. Getting a completely different drum sound will be easy by using preset recall. And I do find I kind of stray away from getting too in the weeds with sound design on this one, which is kind of a shame because it is really good at that. But for this set, I really want to just preset surf in a performance way that we're going live. So that's that one. And then the final 12 HP Erickson's Black Joystick 2. I was thinking if you're watching a modular performance, for no other reason than one, that's two reasons, but I wanted a modulation source. But I also thought, I know this is really kind of I don't know, low IQ thinking, but I just feel like it's cool to see somebody moving, for lack of a better word, right? I know it's a very brainy explanation, but hopefully it's of some use. So we are going to go into the Hermod and start this up. I need to do project save load new. What did I do? This is the side of the Hermod that I find a little unintuitive, but that's okay. Joe, if you're in the comments, I promise you am I sure? New, yes. I promise the Hermod part 2 video is coming eventually. I'm sorry. It will happen. I promise. But I need to do that update. I need to learn it more. And I really am dreading that one just because I've had a hard time figuring out how to get the modulation on board to send out. I know it has tons of internal modulation options, which I don't see myself using. Well, I've never used them. But I need to learn. I want to send envelopes out rather than using envelope generators. And I want to use clock synced LFOs because I know they're on board and you can give up a channel for clocked LFOs. So I really want to do that, but I better figure out how to do that eventually, but not today. So we just created a new project. We're going to start on sequence 1. And I also never use multiple sequences, which is also a really stupid thing because it's really powerful. So we really need to make use of that today. So on that note, I want to go into 160 BPM was what I was thinking. And to be honest, part of the reason for that is just I like making techno. I like doing that a lot. And I was actually tempted. I was maybe I should do some droning or something ambient because then I could be more spontaneous on stage. But then I'm I think everybody at these shows, because I've made it to 5 of the last 6 of them, I believe. Most people are doing ambient stuff or droning or both. And I just maybe I can shake that up a little bit by doing some techno, doing something up tempo, doing something with the 7 drum voices, because a lot of times it's usually just one kick and then a bunch of focus on the synthesizers. But I want to, I don't know, evangelize is the word, but I want to preach the gospel of using Eurorack for drums. So, on that note, 4 on the floor. I want to start with something. I don't want it to start out absolutely dimed. These sound really nice, but I don't want to start there. I want to reserve that for the end if I could. There was something that, when I went through this earlier, there was one that I found that I was like, oh, that sounds like nasty but kind of subdued. Zerp, blue dang. So I think I'm going to start the set like something like this, right? 4 on the floor. Yeah. Like I want something... I actually want to get there at the end of the set. Let's go to this one. This is just like a little subdued, right? Like I want people to know that it's going to be like, oh, that sounds nice. I want that people will kind of know where this is going, but not be like too freaked out. You know what I mean? So now I'm just going to sort of honestly enter some random. I just want the bleeps and bloops to go. Well, that sounds nice. Sorry, I know preset surfing is not very modular, but I think I can... Well, I'm going to try and show a side of modular that maybe you won't be thinking of when you get into it. Okay, this sounds good. Well, that sounds nice too. Oh, they all sound nice. Oh, I just think it's neat. Okay, so for my synth voice, I want to go in and quantize it. For the whole set, we want to be in minor, and I think I decided on F before. Let's sound how that sounds. Let's hear how that sounds. Let's take some reverb down. I gotta remember which model we wanted to use. This is... I'll bring in some... And I think we want this to be like tremendously long. Maybe let's start at 128. Yeah. No, I don't know. Oops, I am changing the speed. We'll go back down to 160. We want to change the length down to 64. And there's a way to scan through pages. Yes, that's it. I'm getting nervous, y'all. All right. So we don't want the string thing. Let's try it. Oh, that actually sounds nice. What if we started our set like that? Yeah, I don't know. That's not where I was expecting to go. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's the performance stuff that I really like to see. Let's go in. We can like sidechain this. You just do the whole set by like wiggling this joystick. I'm actually kind of down for that. Just give me something to do with my hands. I'm not even kidding. Try a different model. Yeah. Take some voices away. I feel like there's gonna just like moments like that would be great. 12 minutes is gonna go by real fast. Bring our synth voice in. Bring it up and to the voice that we want to use. Bring in our other voices now. We're gonna tease the kick though. Maybe I'll do my comb filter. And kick. Yeah. Let's bring out my drums. If I'm doing transition like this, I want to go like that. I think that's kind of like the premise of the set, right? We'll just have this one big motif and we'll just go through it like this. I'm gonna break this joystick. That would be hilarious. And bring it into something more nasty. Sounds a little kiddie for my taste, but yeah, you know what? Maybe this needs to be pitched down. One thing I don't like about the default settings, I guess there's probably a way to change these on the Hermod, but it always starts everything at C5 for some reason. That's like super high on all of my modules. So just for my own simplicity, maybe I'll leave that on the Hermod and turn it down. There's a way to change that. If you go into generator settings, you can set the range. It goes from C6 to C7. Gosh. I did not want to. So you know what? That's the other thing. Hold on. Everybody settle down. some drone ability in here. Let's bring in the drums. Yeah. Mute our kick. And go. Yeah. I like it. I think that's going to be the motif of the 12 minutes, basically. That is not a dress rehearsal for y'all. I just think that might be a fun way to show you how this one's going to go. What I do want to do on that note, though, maybe we can just figure out, can I do it? Can I hold you? Ready to duplicate. Ah, so you hold that. Boom. Okay. Am I playing the second step? What have I done, y'all? No, I didn't. Why didn't it take my tracks? Oh. I wanted my tracks, too. No. How come the sequence duplicates and not the tracks? That's no fun. Okay, well. Maybe we'll... Oh, hold on. Duplicate. There. Why doesn't it take the tracks with it? That would be so good. Why wouldn't it? Oh, Joe, if you're in the comments, I need your help. I need your help. I want to bring my tracks over another sequence. Okay, so for that reason then, we're going to stick in one sequence. Yeah, this is where I want to end the set. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's the idea. I hope I just gave you a little rundown. I'm going to iron out the final steps in this one, like when I get there, the hour before we get for setup. So, hey, I'm tafony. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.